This podcast is brought to you in partnership with Pulltab Sports. Check them out at pulltabsports.com and on your favorite social media platforms at Pulltab Sports.
Maverick fans, welcome to this week's episode of Chattin Mavericks, the official fan podcast of all things Maverick hockey.
What's up, Maverick Nation? We're back with another episode. Not much worse than losing to the Tommies on home ice. That was a bummer. That was a bummer of a game. We're gonna talk about it. Just wrapped up a killer interview with one of the guys, though, so if that lifted my spirits, I guess I'll say that. So I think it'll lift everyone else's, and we got some good battle cries in there for the rest of the season. So yeah, I don't know, guys. Check in. Chad, how you doing? Kind of hard to start this one. I don't know, man. This is tough.
You know what? Just focus on the positives. Everything will be just fine. I was on my deathbed last week. Now I feel pretty good.
There's no heart monitor going in the background.
Yeah. And had a hockey tournament this weekend. One of my hockey dad buddies' birthday was yesterday, so we celebrated him in between games. And then Austin and I took a little road trip down to the game last night. That was a lot of fun. Other than the loss, like, it was a good weekend. I had a good week. Yeah. Life is good. Everything's going to be okay, guys. We just need to just chill out.
Take your word for it. Jets.
Yeah, pretty
Jets
similar.
Up. Yeah.
First week back in the real world, it went well, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I'm feeling better finally after also being on my deathbed a little bit before Big Bag. But like Big Bag said, life goes on. I got a sick dog. I got to hang out with my parents last night. It was pretty cool. So, like
Your
I said,
dog's
besides
sick?
My dog's dope. He's pretty cool.
Sick,
he's
good.
Yeah, he's
sick,
looking.
good. Okay, I thought you, because you went from like talking about yourself being sick to then saying a sick dog.
Sorry.
In the same,
Yeah, bad lingo there. But I was gonna show him, but he was licking something he shouldn't have been.
Okay. Nope.
Right.
No follow-ups. No follow-ups.
But
yeah.
Life goes on.
Life goes on.
Mavs will play next weekend, and they'll win a hockey game, so we'll be fine.
Hopefully 2 of them. Yeah. Got 2 of them next weekend. We'll talk about here. Yeah. Other than for me, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Wish we would have won a hockey game this weekend. Wasn't really didn't really have much else to say about that. I don't have a break like Jets, so it's kind of been the normal world for me. Just every day, every week. So
you brought some of the boys out last night. Looked like you guys are having a good time.
Some of them, yeah. We're not going to talk about the most of them.
You were not supposed to bring that up, Big Bag.
I don't care. Let's just say some last minute happenings happened, and not everyone
women.
So we'll leave that to the mystery of our listeners to figure out.
It's like what Adam Levine says. Here's to the ones that we got. Here's to the wish you were here, but you're not.
Yeah. Amen, brother. That sums it up perfectly. So, but no, it's super. I mean, some of us got out, so that was nice to have a late celebration on for a birthday and having.
Cam kept saying it was his birthday, and I kept saying no, it wasn't. Leave me alone. I'm not gonna do that.
How many different seats did you sit in?
6 or 7.
Oh man, we were all over yesterday. Shout out Scott. Thanks for hooking up. I mean, being an alumni, they did the thing where they let the alumni buy student section tickets, which the student section, that rink was packed. We'll talk about the game, but that was a great crowd. Yeah, we got spots in the student section, and then we noticed an unlocked door to one of the suites and no one sitting in the suite. So then we went and sat in there. And then the suite people showed up like 2 minutes before face-off and said, you can't be in here. Who are you? Get out. And so we got out respectfully.
You didn't say anything else?
We got out. It's not our suite yet. And then we came, and then we went and sat in a different spot in the student section because our spots got taken. And then we went and came and sat by you guys, and that's where I started drinking waters after the second period. So
that was also my take on it. I didn't want to drink. That was the first game I haven't gone like to the bar after the game. Like even just
really?
one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Times are changing.
Well,
that's all it takes, huh?
My parents drove us, so I didn't really have a choice. But I was also like, I don't want to hurt in the morning. So
yeah. No, I remember Scott looked up at me, and I think, well, I mean, it didn't help that I tweeted out a picture of a 99 banana shooter before the game and said, I'm going to be a problem tonight. But so he's probably expecting a little bit more out of me, I think. And he looks up and I'm, just housing a Dasani, and he's like, water? I'm like, this isn't worth a hangover. He just chuckled and looked away.
That's what it was funny, because me and Cam went to the women's game on Friday, and Scott's like, what, no beer for you? I'm like, no, dry January. And then I watched him get pumped 13-3, and he goes, the next day I had a beer in my hand, and
was that
he goes,
the final score?
Yeah, 13-3 was the final.
Jeez.
Yeah. And he goes, what, last night make you drink? I said, yes. 100% watching him get pumped by 10.
That's a complete lie. That's a complete lie. We know why you started drinking. You went to Rounders, and it took about 37 seconds for you to get persuaded into breaking dry January. That's why you started drinking.
It's because people related to the hockey program said if we lost tomorrow and you were sober, it'd be your fault. I felt bad. Well, it worked. They knew exactly what to say, and I cracked that Coors open as fast as I could humanly move.
So it wasn't very quick. No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe like 6-7 minutes.
Let's shut up. Let's get to, I just got a couple news. I'll just rattle these off and I'll throw it right to you, Chad. Olympic roster updates. I'm pretty sure I've got them all. I hope I do. If I don't, I apologize, but
there should be 3.
Parker Toomey and Mark Michaelis are on Team Germany for the Olympics, and Teddy Bluger is going to Team Latvia.
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure I got those right. And then just one thing I want to throw in here too. Alex Tracy was on the Reporter's Corner version of the CCHA show talking all things Spengler Cup. I literally just got done listening to it just kind of during my morning here before we hopped on this Sunday. They were told about the locker room cam. So Guy Godowski knew there was a locker room cam.
He said, didn't he say what? But like we kind of like we were told about it, but then we kind of like just like go about our day and kind of forgot about it. But he's like,
but they did know it was there. So I thought that was interesting. But
really good.
I mean,
change it up if you know there's a camera.
Yeah. And like so Tracy on that show, he's like, we kind of had ChatGTP help us with the math, but he's like, that whole trip was like 12,000 miles of travel. And he rolled in the end of that trip, he rolled into Palm Springs. You just listen to the episode. I'm not going to spoil it. I'd highly recommend it. Jared Robedo and Trent Singer do it, and they do a great job having different guys on. Tracy's been on there twice now. Highly recommend listening to it. Chad, anything on the Olympic rosters here and Tracy's crazy travel?
No, I kind of lost track of Michaelis and Toomey for a while. So it's great to see that they're on the roster again. They must be doing great things playing. I think they're both playing overseas, I would imagine, somewhere.
Yeah, I probably should.
Yeah, they're both. I'm pretty sure they're both playing in Germany.
Good. So that's great to see them on there. It'll it certainly makes the Olympics more fun because then you can watch.
Yeah, well, because then you can watch the crappier teams.
The
boring games. Sorry, the more boring games.
It definitely makes Germany, Latvia more interesting, regardless of how talented the teams may be.
Well, because there's one team that has legitimately no NHL players on it. I think it's France. It has like the fact that and it has a Hershey Bear on it and like one other like prospect, and that's it. But and the fact that France is in, like I get like they're kind of in because Italy doesn't have a team, but I get what Russia's doing is bad, but how nails would it be to see like Kaprizov?
Yeah, it's not the same without Russia there.
Like
they don't have that like athletes from countries we don't mention.
Do that at all now because the reason they did that was because of doping, but that wasn't like Putin or not
Ukraine.
You know what I mean?
Poutine?
But now they're smoking a whole. Now they're attacking a whole other country, and they're not. I don't think they're letting ROC, the Russian Olympic Committee, play.
Okay.
Boring.
They might
It's not the same
other
for
sports,
hockey.
but not for hockey because there's only 8 teams in hockey, right?
I have no idea. It's barely a rink.
Yeah.
I just look it up. Parker Toomey is playing in the DEL, which is the highest league over in Germany.
I think so is mine.
He has played 23 games this year, has 17 points in those 23 games. Last year, he had 25 points in 51 games on the same team. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. So,
I saw a video about the ice in like Italy about like because everyone obviously saw the picture about the hole in it.
The actual ice. We're not talking about the other ice. That's a completely different podcast.
Yeah, the actual playing surface for a hockey game.
There you go.
Good
they said that
clarify.
yes, it looks bad that there's a hole in it, but after that, the game went on the way it should be, and that the ice is going to be good. Now the problem is it going to have concessions? Is there going to be seating? Is that going to be finished in time? But the ice will be fine. And I was listening to Spittin' Chicklets, and Nathan McKinnon said, "I don't give a crap. I'm playing regardless."
Yeah.
So
is it just me, or does this happen every single Olympics where they're worried about some arena being ready in time, as if they didn't have 12 years to figure it out?
Yeah.
Well, they
don't start building.
As
like
you said,
4 years.
Juts. As you said, they on that same episode. If you listened all the way through, there's I forget her name, one of the ladies who will be covering it. You're listening to it. Yeah, one of the ladies that came on towards the end of the episode. She was talking like, every Olympics, it's it's always doom or gloom till the game starts. With the one in Sochi, it was going to be shit with Putin, and then the one in whatever it was Pyongyang or something like that, where you get nuked by Kim Jong-un or whatever. There's just like always some kind of doom and gloom. And she's like, if you look at it honestly, the ice being done a couple weeks before is a lot better than the whole World War III breaking out over us being in the Olympics. So she's like, let's take a chill pill. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. I also just pulled up Mark Michaelis here on Elite Prospects. He's also playing in the DEL. He's played 38 games this season, 30 points. So that's sweet. For Alder Mannheim.
Yep. That's how you pronounce that one. I'm kind of surprised that Julian's not on it. Yeah, he's playing for his hometown team. From what I remember. Yeah,
he in 2012, 2013, he played for June Galder Mannheim U18. So
yeah, we called him the Mannheim Marksman. Or at least I did.
Is that what? That is so cool.
Yeah,
that's a sick nickname.
Yeah,
he was such a nice guy too. They were all there in Minnesota. My one Napravnik would always speak to me in like German just to mess with me. And he'd be like, "Jots, I'm speaking in English. You're just too drunk to understand." I'd be like, "Shut up, dude."
Or you guys have any other news items I didn't throw on here before we get to the breakdown?
No, but like I have something that we can't put in the show.
Why would you say it right now? Now I literally have to go back into this and fucking edit it.
I know. I did it on purpose.
Yeah, always. It's all part of the plan.
Just Cam's time. Doesn't fucking matter.
Nope, doesn't.
All right, Jots. Yeah, we'll talk about that after we're done recording. Thanks for putting that in the middle of the episode. Just more editing for Cam. Let's do it, though. Maverick fans, let's talk about this past weekend. Brought to you by Play It Again Sports Mankato. Odds are, if you're listening to this podcast, not only do you love Maverick hockey, you might even play a little bit or have kids that do. Mankato Play It Again Sports is your one-stop shop for all types of hockey gear needs, whether it's a brand new twig for your kid or a used cup for your Tuesday night beer league. Play It Again Sports has you covered. Not a hockey player? Loser. But Play It Again Sports Mankato has everything you need for your other winter sports, whether it's hitting the slopes, shooting hoops, or anything in between. These guys have been around for 25 years and are huge supporters of Maverick hockey. And we'll make sure you get top dollar for your trade-in. Check them out at 1668 Madison Avenue in Mankato, Minnesota. And I was just in there. It would have been last Sunday after we recorded, because I got the call up to skate out, play some defense in a men's league game. And wearing goalie gear when you're playing defense is actually not ideal, believe it or not. So I went and bought some stuff, and I had some new or used skates, but they're pretty nice. They're my brother's old ones that I was going to try out. But I goalie skates now, they clip on like ski boots. I don't know if have you guys seen those at all? Like the new style goalie skates, they clip on like ski boots. I tried wearing them one time and it was a disaster. So I'm like, yeah, I'm sticking to my old style goalie skates for the rest of my life. So hopefully I can still buy those if I keep playing. But traded those in. They gave me a great deal on them. I think I ended up paying I maybe paid $30 for pretty much a whole used set of skater equipment. It was nuts. Like it was actually like a super.
I'm talking
good
like
deal.
elbow pads, shin pads, breezers.
Oh yeah, elbow pads, shin pads, breezers, shins. What else? I had a pair of skates. That's probably what saved the majority of the money. Helmet.
I need to get.
Yeah, it was nuts. It was awesome. So it was really good guys to go in there, and our posters hanging up right on the front counter there. So shout out to them for supporting the guys, and really appreciate having a local business like them on board. So with that, guys, I guess we have put it off for long enough now. Might as well get into the Mavericks losing to St. Thomas 4-2. Kind of a bummer here, and I just lost you guys on my thing. There we go. I couldn't find you. Bummer of a game, man. We came out in that first period. I thought we played really, really well, and just like it seemed like it was going to be. This is going to be like a 2-2 game, 1-1 game. Probably going to need overtime. Like just seemed like a close checking thing. I think we held them off the score or off the shot board for like the entire first half of that period. I want to say shot clock. Man, that was disappointing. I mean, literally 1 5-minute stretch, or not even 1 minute stretch, and then obviously the first goal scored right away in that second period. Man, that was I haven't felt like that at a Maverick game, I don't think ever. That was just a super odd feeling. I kind of like what we did last week, Chad, when we had a little doom and gloom to talk about. You want to put a ray of sunshine in here before we kind of get into the box score?
Every week it just seems to get harder and harder to do this. But here's where I'm standing.
We broke him.
No. Here's where I stand. I mean, we've talked in previous episodes about like kind of that bingo card or the rinse and repeat nature of this team, where we talked about they've gone on a stretch where they lost a few games in a row and everybody thought the sky was falling, and then they come back and play well. Well, the one we can add here is the first 7.5 minute stretch of the second period. I don't know if you guys remember the North Dakota series last year. We were up 2, maybe 3 goals, what have you, and they came out and 3 minutes just pumped in a couple goals, and we were like, what the heck just happened? Well, I mean, was just a 7-minute stretch of bad hockey, discombobulated, whatever went wrong during that 7-minute stretch. But we did have, like you said, a dominant first period. I think the air went out of the tires a little bit when we didn't capitalize on that 5-on-3.
Yep.
I think I recall a couple
hit the post 4 times. In that game.
Yeah, Luigi hit a post.
On that
Evan Murr. There was one time where I thought if he went, obviously it's harder. It's easier for us to see it in this crowd, but he had the whole right side of the net and went blocker, and it was saved. If he went to the right side there, granted it was screened, but be 1-0 there. And a couple posts from Evan.
I mean, nobody thought going into this game it was going to be like a 6-5 shootout, like just back and forth goal scoring game. It's always low scoring with Saints. It's always low scoring with everybody, it seems like. And you just saw the wheels come off. They got off their game for a few minutes, and they couldn't. I guess they recovered. I mean, they didn't let in any more. After that, but I mean, it's just one of those things.
Scored 2. Yeah.
Add it to the list of things that seem to happen here and there, every aspect or every season, and I'm not ready to put on the life preserver and jump off yet. Like we're not too many games away from that happening, mind you, but there's a lot of season left. There's a lot of things they can fix. They clean up the the little stretches where they're looking terrible, and they'll be fine. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here.
Okay.
Pick yourselves up, boys.
Just before I throw it to you, I want to run through just kind of the stat sheet because I mean it is interesting. But shots in that first period were 8 to 9, and we came out flying, which I think they've kind of said time and time again. Coaches, guys have that like we really need to get better at our start. So I mean that's a positive from the weekend for sure, or from just Saturday that they came out and they had a good start. But that second period shots 15 to 7, and then that third period shots 4 to 4, and then adding up to a total of 27 to 20 in favor of St. Thomas. Face-offs heavily in favor of St. Thomas, 39 to 26. I think if you're one of those guys that really preaches that face-offs win hockey games, you could probably point to that and say that's part of the problem. Expected goals literally dead even, not literally, but dead even 1.8, 1.9. So that goes to show like, yeah, that probably was a series of fluky happenings that probably, just an odd game. But that second period, man, Lucas Wallen comes out, gets his 14th of the year, 20 seconds in off of just a line rush, absolute snipe. I mean, kind of let him walk in close to the net and just was able to pick a corner on Tracer, unfortunately. And then at 6:35, 6:52, and 7:33, Tommy's all score goals there, all 5-on-5, no special teams, no nothing there. But literally in 58 seconds, they score 3 goals. And then the rest of the game, they're silent. Mavericks kind of have an answer in the third. Mason LaBelle gets his second of the year. Jacob Stender gets his third. Makes things 4-2, but Stender's goal came with less than a minute in the game.
32 seconds left in the game.
Mason LaBelle gets his at 10:40 there into the period. So it too little too late. But I mean, again, you look at that, you literally cross out 58 seconds from that game. As bad as that felt, you cross out those 58 seconds, we won that game 2-1, and I know that's like a delusional Maverick fan, whatever, but just, I mean, just a dagger. I mean, great crowd, 4,700. I mean, the place felt sold out. I mean, I didn't see an empty seat.
I mean,
numbers wise, the energy in the building was not there.
Energy wise, I remember telling Big Wig, I'm like, this doesn't feel like it should. I'm like, there's no hum in the air. Student section just dead quiet. We'll touch on that later. But like, I turn to Big Wig and I go, this feels like people are just out here to like, for the social aspect of saying they're here. It doesn't feel like a lot of people are kind of
like the yacht club in Toronto. In a way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like it doesn't feel like it should have. Like, I don't know if it's just because we're sitting in a different section now and that buzz in the student, like that could be it. But there was no energy in the building, even when we were dominating in the first. The 5-on-3 people got a little, but like it just didn't feel like it should. And I was pretty upset about that. We just gotta, like, if you're gonna be there, be into the game, get loud.
Well, there wasn't a single "Let's Go Mavericks." There wasn't a single MSU. There was the
band started both of them.
Just the simple throwaway cheers that just kind of get the crowd like snapping out of it.
So I'm gonna have a conversation with some people in the student section, and me and Cam might have to go sit in the student section against Augustana.
Not happening. We're done.
We're totally kidding. But
it's not our
Mr. Inch, if you want to give me a scholarship for 1 credit of a master's program, I'll come back.
Jets, you cannot go back, brother.
I'm totally kidding. I was there for way too long, but
we need to put in term limits for your ass in the student section.
Student section's got to be better. Yeah, but as far as the game goes, like Cam said, delusional Mav fan, we take out 58 seconds, we win that game. A couple people on the defensive side had a rough game.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, out anybody in particular, but
if you watch the game,
you know what happened. Some people look like deer in headlights, and directly led to a couple goals. It's just little things. We're a young team. New team, I think it was Audie Crooks. She's a women's basketball player for Iowa State. She said in an interview that they lost like their first game, and an interview asked, "Is like the sky falling?" And she said, "You don't want to be playing your best hockey or your best basketball in January. You want to be able to see what you did wrong now, rather than see when it's in the tournament and it's one and done. So at least we know things we have to fix. Plug and play, and we'll be good."
That has got to be the most random. I love it. That's got to be the most random.
How?
That was like I just need a
Who?
moment.
You guys don't know who that is?
I don't.
Dude, she's all over my TikTok and Twitter. She's like I don't know how to say this nicely. She's a heavier lady, and she plays D1 basketball for Iowa State.
I mean, I feel like you kind of have the pass. You can say
if it's about men, I can, but like women, it's
okay.
touchy there. You know what I mean? And she's like insane on offense and just really struggles on defense. So she's like the interview was like, what are we like? What's going on? And she's like, well, the good thing is we have film on how bad I did, and we can go from there. And there's things I can directly fix. You don't want to play in your best basketball in January. So figured that would be, you don't want to play in your best hockey in January. Huh?
She like your hero?
I don't know. I'm an Iowa State fan. I don't know.
That was just the best thing I have ever seen Juts do on this show. That was, and I don't mean that to be rude. That was just like a fluent thought from start to finish, referencing another piece of media, going so far as to pull from women's college basketball, referencing a quote, bringing it full circle, and like having something to move forward with after that. It was, that was phenomenal. That was so good.
I was blown away. What could I say?
Everyone thinks I'm.
I really
the season.
I don't want to make it come across as like I'm actually talking down to you, but that was really good, and I feel like that needed to be called out. Good job.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you might have just single-handedly saved our season, Jots. That's unbelievable. I think you're going to be speaking at the Blue Line Club event.
That's what I'm saying. I want to speak at the Blue Line Club event. Where were you guys last night? Think about it.
Man, I don't know. I mean, after that, I mean, tough to follow up. But Chad, you got anything more on the single game this week? I mean, this is one of those games where having that happen and not having another shot at it just really stinks.
Yeah,
like that's the biggest thing from this weekend.
That's what I wanted to ask. Like, what do you guys think about
pod?
That?
Well, we're randomly. I don't know if it was random at this point. I said it was last night. I'm pretty sure it was. I thought I heard him say that. But we're in a random pod with Augustana and St. Thomas. We're being a 9-team league. We have to play. Those three teams are going to play each other 3 times. That's just how the schedule worked out for amount of games, and unfortunately,
I feel like those are the 3 best teams in the league, and now we're somehow
and they don't know that going in. I mean, they have an
last
idea.
Year you could kind of tell you had an idea, and like I swear, if it's like Ferris, Lake, and Northern in a pod, then it's not random. You know what I'm saying? Like,
then I would assume it's the worst teams.
Like it could be geographically, but it should have been like Minnesota teams. That would have been best. Is the 3 Minnesota teams, the 3 Michigan teams, or is it 4? Yeah, and then I don't know. I guess it must just be random. I was trying to like.
It is 2. I mean, it's literally the 3 closest teams together. St. Thomas and Augie. St. Thomas and Augie are the closest.
We're closer to Augustana than Bemidji, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can sit and I feel like this is a thing for the fans or for people to just talk about. Like the one big thing that I've learned from doing this show is the players aren't nearly as fazed by this kind of stuff as we think they are. No. Like, over break, they played an exhibition against the Swiss World Junior team and then traveled out to California for a winter tournament and didn't really get much of a break and had to come back and do all this extra stuff. And they're just like, yeah, that's what we're doing. That's the way it is. We got to play the games we got to play. And I feel like just these single game series is more for us to complain about, and they really don't
I felt like
care.
it made me feel weird. Like I woke up this morning, I'm like, oh, there's a game. Oh wait, no, it's Sunday. I was like,
Yeah.
It's
we
like,
get to bounce back.
it's
yeah.
off
And I was like,
kilter.
I don't have to work tomorrow, but I do.
Yeah, it's weird for
like,
fans.
yeah.
It's an off kilter
Yeah.
change in the schedule, but
My equilibrium is off.
I don't think there's anything there as far as like this isn't fair. Why did the Mavericks have to get stuck with a 1-game series against St.
Yeah.
If we would have won,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have said a word about it.
Exactly. So, but yeah, I couldn't agree more.
How many statues do you think they touched last night?
Did you see my tweet? Shelter in place.
I'm surprised we didn't see a picture of like Roll Toms holding the Bulls balls outside of
That would
Paglia.
have been so funny.
I'm
You're
sure it
supposed to lick 'em.
exists. It exists.
I will say a real just dagger into my spinal cord at the end of the night was Rico Blasi's daughter saying thoughts and prayers on one of my Twitter posts. That was
The one for me was
out of
where
control.
the Mavericks have not beat St. Thomas since at Big Bag touched the statue.
You might have to go. You might have to go like apologize and do like a candlelit vigil.
If we play them in the playoffs, you have to do that, Big Bag. You have to go up there, light a candle, and then like once you're done, like do a whole video, and then once you're done, just like honk it, walk out.
And then we're gonna make sure Grease is there with his AR and his anime pillow to protect you from all the other people who don't go on Twitter are gonna have no
I'm
idea
gonna be
what
so
we're talking
confused
about
on
right now.
what's happening.
This is like the weirdest segment of the show. Anyway, you guys, let's look at the scoreboard here. Looking around the CCHA this week, the hardest conference in college hockey, which, hey, this weekend, we're about to look at it. There's a lot of teams with the same amount of points or very similar amount of points with the same games played. It's nuts this year. This year, the Out of Town Sport Scoreboard is brought to you by Captain's Patch. Win or lose, if you're looking to booze, you got to get your lips on the can of a Captain's Patch. This raspberry lemon infused shandy is perfect for any occasion, whether you're watching the Mavs, hitting up the ODR, pre-gaming on Front Street, or celebrating your kids' win in the parking lot of All Seasons Arena. Captain's Patch always satisfies. Wherever you end up finding your C, be sure to snag a pic and tag Captain's Patch at 10K Takes on Instagram and X. Drink up Mankato. Captain's Patch. Earn your C. Taking a look around the CCHA, their big tweet on Saturday, or their caption, whatever you want to call it, all the road teams going 7-0 in the Saturday night's game there, which was, I guess, interesting. But Northern Michigan falling to Augustana 3-0 on Friday. Ferris State falling to Bowling Green 3-1, and Bemidji over Tech over Bemidji 5-2. So Tech getting a little bit of a resurgence there, which I was kind of hoping Bemidji would lose at least one of those games, not both of them, so we could split the points up between those two teams. But getting on to Saturday, Augustana finishing the sweep of Northern Michigan. They beat them 2-0, so kind of closer games there. But again, with that Augie team, it kind of seems like there's always some strange scores coming out of that building, or out of that team, I guess I should say. They were at Northern. Bowling Green sweeps Ferris. They beat them 5-1, and then tight one.
Diamond cutter.
Tight one with Bemidji and Tech, but Tech gets the sweep in regulation 4-3 over the Beavs. And obviously we talked about the monstrosity that happened in Mankato. So 4-2 lost the Tommies there. Yeah, Juts, what do you got for?
I think there's still a chance Bemidji finishes 9th.
I
Don't know.
don't see that happening.
I don't think so. I guess we can run through the standings quick, Chad, and I'll throw it right to you. But as of right now, Augustana and St. Thomas are tied at the top of the conference with 30 points. Augustana, 15 games played. St. Thomas still down 1 game played at 14. Or right there, tied for second, or tied for I guess I don't really know what that'd be, tied for third and fourth, depending on how you look at it. But we're tied with Michigan Tech at 28 points. We're sitting at 15 games played. Tech is sitting at 14 games played. So obviously that makes next weekend just all the more important, just like this weekend was. After
Our
that,
next
that's
three
the
games are
top
huge.
four. Yeah, they are. Huge segment of the schedule coming up here. But after that, Bowling Green's sitting there at 27, knocking on the door. Bemidji State right behind them at 25. Lake State down at 17, Ferris at 8, and Northern just scraping the bottom there with 5 points. Going to be an interesting race there at the bottom to see who gets in the playoffs, whether it's Northern or Ferris. That will be interesting. I don't see either of those teams catching Lake State, but you never know. Chad, what do you got looking around? Obviously, kind of tough not seeing that Maverick logo at the top of the CCHA.
Yeah, absolutely. And, having that game with most of the conference, anybody who can really even sniff where we're at has a game in hand on us. And it looks like it's going to stay that way for 3 weeks. We don't have another break until early February.
Until we play Augustana, then would it be evened out, right? Because we just play them once. If every team plays, or no?
They'll get their games back when we go on break, right? When we get that weekend off.
Oh yeah.
So it'll be another 3 weeks of like, oh yeah, but they have a game in hand on us.
Yeah.
It's theoretically Bemidji. Everybody from Augustana down to Bemidji has caught or could possibly catch the Mavericks before we play Bemidji Valentine's weekend. So I don't know where this is going to shake up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a sprint to the finish, I feel like.
The regular season's coming down to that last weekend, no matter who it is.
Yeah.
I have a feeling.
It sucks that we don't have any more games against St. Thomas. We got to rely on somebody else to beat them in order to get back. But we're playing Augustana. We play Michigan Tech. We play Bemidji. Do we play? We're at Bowling Green.
Bowling Green.
Everybody else who is a threat to win the McNaughton is on our schedule, which is awesome, except for St. Thomas.
Yeah. Which makes it, those games are, those are 6-point games if you want to look at it like that. You're stealing 3 and you're getting 3 on teams. That just makes them all the more important.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, I just don't want to see freaking St. Thomas win the McNaughton in their last year.
Yeah.
I think I'd break into the thing and steal it. I don't care if I go to prison.
Allegedly.
Allegations. Just like big. Oh, no, there's proof. Never mind. The statue is not allegedly. Would they take it to the NCHC then? Would it become an NCHC trophy?
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's how it works.
No, that would just be the worst thing ever if they won it. Honestly, I think the sky would fall.
Yeah.
And,
Thanks for putting that out into the universe. Interesting developments though on the weekend. If you want to look at this as a positive from the whole aspect of making the CCHA not just a Minnesota State bid to the big dance at the end of the year, with us losing, unfortunately, we get bounced down. I think we were at 14th and we dropped down to 16th on the MPI ranking, which still very much, the way I look at this is still very much so in the mix. This MPI seems to be a lot more fluid this year than the pairwise ever was, where it's very easy to bump up and down. So I'm not too worried. I think this is something that, playing these teams in here or playing any team really with wins, and if teams lose, I think we can very easily bump back into that range where we need to be for an at-large bid. But that being said, Augustana and St. Thomas both ahead of us in the pairwise. Augustana sitting at 12, MPI, and St. Thomas sitting at 14th. So we could very well see the CCHA having more than just Minnesota State in the big dance, which is a good thing. That's really just to give the league, some kind of backbone on the national level is a good thing,
I
in
mean,
my opinion.
Every time a team besides Minnesota State makes it, they lose in the first round. So
I mean, you can, yeah.
I mean,
we did for a
lately,
while.
so do
too.
we.
I know you weren't in Fargo, but we know you had
This
more
just
important
in.
things in Fargo.
Yeah, but we've actually won. When was the last time Michigan Tech won a
No, I
conference
don't
game?
disagree. Yeah, they're
you're
When was
right.
the last time
participants.
Bemidji won one?
Yeah.
When was the last time St. Thomas or Augustana won one?
Well,
No, you're
Bemidji
right.
beat Wisconsin Mike Hastings' first year as a coach.
In the national or in
They
the
didn't-
national tournament.
No.
Yeah, Bemidji beat Caulfield. Maybe Hastings
yeah.
wasn't a coach, but they beat Wisconsin.
I think that was the year that Sillinger was the captain of the Beavers. Yeah, I think you're right. Before
I
Jackson
forgot
came.
about that.
Yeah, my neighbor
I
Driscoll was
totally
the goalie.
did too. Yeah.
Damn.
Zach Driscoll's mom hated me because I put his stats from the high school hockey tournament on a sign, and they were atrocious. He had like a 700 save percentage in the state
You don't want to see my high school stats.
I
Oh no. Anyway, I mean, yeah, Chad, you got any more before we throw it over to our guest for the week?
I mean, if we're trying to find silver linings in things, there's something
Really
to be
trying.
said for being a CCHA team and knowing more likely than not you have to win the tournament to get in. Which
Yeah.
when you're an NCHC team or a middle of the pack NCHC team or some other, whatever conference where you're just fighting for an at-large bid, the losses hit differently.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're in the CCHA and you need to win the tournament to get in, the losses don't really, it sounds stupid, but they don't really matter that much. As long as you're playing your best hockey heading into the conference tournament, you can rattle off, what do you need? 4 wins in a row? You're going to the tournament.
Yeah.
So
technically, you can win 3 in a row because you could lose the second game and then win the third, fourth, fifth.
okay. Thank you.
I got you. Don't worry.
Thanks, man. Glad we cleared that up for the listeners.
I got your back.
You got to win 4 times.
Yeah, there you go.
To win the conference tournament. It's who am I looking at here? Maybe Denver. Denver, the losses hit Denver differently than the losses hit Minnesota State because they're fighting for that at-large bid to be a 3 seed or whatever it is they're going to end up being.
Yeah.
Because you got North Dakota, Minnesota, Duluth, and Western in the top 5. You're probably not winning the conference tournament.
Right.
So you have a bad weekend against Miami or whoever.
Colorado College.
Yeah. It hits
St.
you.
Thomas next year.
Yeah, it's a different vibe taking an L on a random weekend in the NCHC than it is for the CCHA. So just
that's a good point.
keep moving forward, keep grinding. Said it 20 times. Even the Audi Juts. Hey,
Audi
over here.
Crooks.
We're doing a podcast.
Leave your dog alone.
Even she said, just play your best hockey or play your best at the end of the season. And everything will be fine.
Yeah. I'll take it. Audi Crooks saving the Mavericks season. That's
Thanks, Audi.
comforting.
Big ups.
It is now time for this week's interview, brought to you by Maverick Sports Grill, located on Front Street. Mavericks is just a short walk away from the Mayo, making it the perfect spot for a pregame meal and drink with penalty box booths, more Maverick memorabilia than the bookstore, fantastic food, a mini Jumbotron, and a wide variety of drinks. You're going to feel right at home as a member of the Mav fam. Be sure to stop in next time you're hanging out downtown Mankato. Let's throw it over to this week's guest. This week's guest is in his second year wearing a Maverick jersey, coming to us last season as a transfer from Ferris State. This junior earned a spot on the leadership group this season, wearing an A on the front of his jersey. One of the few returning forwards from last season, also a returning guest on the Chattin Mavericks podcast. Welcome back to the Chattin Mavericks podcast. The best Muzzy in college hockey, people are saying. Luigi Benincasa, what's going on, man?
Thank you for having me. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, thank you for that.
I know Murr tried a little copycat there for a little while. Did you you kind of have to tell him to cut it off, or?
Yeah, I mean, he mentioned it that he's just aspiring to try to have a muzzy like mine, I guess. But
Yeah, you gotta have goals
yeah,
in life, right?
So mad he cut that off.
Before we hop into the question stuff, just wanted to get it right out of the way. Want to get your perspective on last night. I mean, literally 1 minute of a game kind of determined the outcome. Thought you guys had a great first. I mean, kind of just wanted to give you the mic and get your perspective on last night.
Yeah, it was tough. Felt like you said, 2-3 minutes of a game, and we kind of have a little brain fart, kind of just mental break, and they just took over the game in that little time, and kind of everything was just going their way for that 2-3 minutes. And but I mean, it felt like we came out with a good start. I thought we had a lot of energy. I mean, I hit the post early. If I mean,
Mhm.
that changes the game
Yeah.
if we end up scoring on that 5-on-3. But I mean, yeah, I felt like, I mean, we took 3 minutes off, and the game's changed.
Yeah,
I think-
especially a St. Thomas team like that. It's it can go either way, right? Either team takes just
Mhm.
whatever brain fart, like you said, whatever it is, and it doesn't take much to change a hockey game like that. Unfortunately, Juts, what do you got, buddy?
Yeah. So in coach's interview, he said that you guys have to start doing the ordinary things extraordinarily. What do you like? What is your take on what coach means by that, and how can you guys get to doing like the easy stuff, but doing them in a higher way?
Yeah, I think it just means just play simple. I think just making the little things mean more than what they seem like. I think, you know, big little things can lead to big things in a hockey game,
Mhm.
and especially down the line, like come hopefully hopefully the tournament. I mean, CCHA playoffs in the tournament, those little things are going to mean a lot.
Yeah,
So I think just making those little things mean more than what they seem like. I think it's going to be big for us.
absolutely. Yeah, so well, that's enough on last night. We'll move on now. So I wanted to go briefly back to your time at Ferris State, particularly the town of Big Rapids. A little known fact is I was actually born in Big Rapids. My dad was a soccer coach there for a while, and I had some family living there up till a few years ago. But I got to know, did you ever make your way into Shoeberg's and have a famous shoe burger there downtown?
I did once, yeah,
Okay,
I
okay,
did once. Pretty fortunate at Fair State that they do an ambassador program, so you kind of get set up with a family. And I was
nice,
fortunate enough to end up with two great human beings, Kevin and Julie Courtney. They were unbelievable to me.
nice,
So they ended up taking me to
nice.
Schuberg's. That
Okay,
was kind of the right away. They were like, "This is a burger you got to try." So
yeah.
I did end up trying it.
Yeah, it's the spot in town. That's cool. So is that kind of like a community member, kind of fan of the program, whatever, and they kind of just take you in, show your own town kind of thing?
I mean, for what they kind of have it, just kind of, I guess, almost like having a parent there.
Oh
Like
yeah.
you're
Okay. That's cool.
like I would go. I mean, I went fishing with them a couple times. I'd go for dinner.
Yeah.
They were on a farm, so went to go see the
Nice.
horses, even though I was kind of scared of them. There went to go see went to go see Junior and Charlie. So
Nice.
um, but but yeah, I mean, I was fortunate enough. I mean, I met some of the other families and they were great, but
Yeah.
they just like I still keep in touch with them. So
Nice.
they were just great people.
You get to when you're on the road there, do you get to kind of link up with them, meet up with them?
I did last year, yeah.
Okay.
Um, I don't know because we ended up losing the first game last year. So when we go there, I don't know if what I'm gonna do, but I'm definitely connecting with them when I get there.
Yeah. Have to change the juju. I'll let Chad say hi, hopping in right away. What's going on, Chad?
Hey boys, hey Luigi, how you doing? Sorry, I'm a little late.
Did they win?
That's okay.
Oh yeah, we
did
smoked
they win?
Rosemont. Smoked Rosemont
Okay,
6-2.
good. All right. Excusable.
No
Excusable,
big
man.
deal. Apologies for being late though.
Not a problem. Not a problem. You got a question right away, or want me to throw it to Juts quick?
I don't know what we've talked about so far, so I don't want to reinvent
Just
the wheel.
we briefly touched on last night, and we just talked about shoe burgers in Big Rapids, which you probably have no idea what that is. So
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
So, just, yeah, anything.
Um,
Yours.
no, you go ahead. I'll jump in here in a
Okay.
second.
Go for it, Jets.
Okay. So I know yesterday some younger people came up to me and asked about the podcast. So now I know we have younger listeners. So what advice would you have for kids like in the Squirts Pee-wees on how to take their game to the next level?
Ooh. I mean, as cliche as it is, like the effort you put into it is what you're gonna get out of it. But I guess like some that I would say that I think helped my hockey game, especially being like a smaller guy, is playing another sport. Like I think if you're fortunate enough, like I was very fortunate that my dad, like if I wanted to play a sport, I could play it. Um, so I think if you're fortunate enough that your parents will let you play sports, like I played lacrosse, I played spring hockey, lacrosse, and soccer, all three at the same time
Wow.
growing up in the springtime. So I think like just like conditioning wise, like I don't know, maybe coordination, like different things like that. But lacrosse, I think definitely helped the most. I think like my hands, just like trying to spin off of guys and stuff like that. I think it definitely helped my hockey game. I think.
Gotcha. So you're definitely one of the guys that says play many sports, because I know a lot of people are like, you have to focus on hockey if you want to make it. Like it's not like 4 seasons of hockey. So it's nice to hear that you think
Yeah,
multiple sports.
yeah, I definitely think playing different sports. I think.
Were you a midi?
Sure.
Yeah, a little bit of tack, but I didn't play much field lacrosse. We had box lacrosse in
Oh,
Canada.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Box lacrosse
So
is
I guess
sweet.
it might be a little different. Like I think the game, maybe box lacrosse maybe translates a little more to hockey, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's a little more cross checks, but
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
enjoyed.
say that'll build up your forearms getting slashed all the time.
Yeah, yeah,
And for those that don't know, that's played in an actual rink with boards,
The
right?
hockey
And then
rink,
it's
yeah.
just grass or
It's
turf or
turf.
whatever.
Yeah.
usually, I mean, NLL is turf, but
Okay.
a lot of arenas when I grew up, they were just concrete.
Really?
What?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That is
And at
rough.
least turf ours.
yeah.
Wow.
That-
Okay. That I didn't know that. That is
I
that is
mean,
crazy.
yeah.
lacrosse in and of itself makes me cringe the way those kids get
Yeah.
destroyed. But just
Yeah.
playing on straight up concrete, like, are you nuts?
Yeah.
I mean, it's really,
Yeah.
really not that much different than ice falling on it.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, I
I
think
mean,
you can
yeah, I
scuff
guess-
your knee on
Well,
concrete.
oh yeah,
not
I
on
didn't think
ice.
about
I
that.
mean,
Yeah.
Have you seen what they wear for protection in lacrosse? Maybe it's different for box lacrosse, but when you're playing, I mean, they
Nothing
hardly
really,
wear
right?
anything.
It's a little different for box. Like
is it?
we got like kidney pads, so they just kind of wrap around right around your ribs.
Okay.
'Cause that's mostly where you get cross checked.
Yeah.
And I guess, but I mean, similar protection on like the biceps because you're getting cross checked there. There's not as much slashing in box across.
Okay. It's more cross
Um,
checks.
More cross checks and just body checks. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Jeez, yeah, that's I played lacrosse was getting really big when I was like in middle school and high school.
Yeah.
So all my hockey teammates would go play, and I was obviously a goalie in hockey. So I went out for a couple of lacrosse practices. I got hacked so much. I'm like, yeah, not a chance. I'll stick to soccer. So
Yeah.
I was I did play too much lacrosse. I'd play at recess and stuff. I had a stick, but that was enough for me.
I don't move very well, so I didn't play lacrosse.
you could have been a great goalie, Juts. You could have been a great
Well,
lacrosse
see,
goalie.
I was a lot not as big back then.
A lot,
So-
not as big. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Teacher.
How can
That's the teacher
I
on the
didn't know where I was
podcast.
going. I didn't know where I was going. I had to change my tune there. I was see back then I was getting big and not understanding how to be big, so I was just super like tripping over myself and like those awkward kids that just like don't know how to be fat. That was
Yeah.
me. I figured it out now though. I've had experience.
Got it. All right. Chad, you got a next subject for us?
So again, I'm not sure what I'm walking into since I joined late, but kind of the vibes leaving the arena last night among the fans, people were kind of just muttering to themselves and, just low vibes leaving the arena last night. So I guess my question for you is, with what would you say to fans who are at DEF CON 1 right now? I mean, just to keep the positivity going, like everybody will get over it, but it just seems like vibes are kind of low right now. What would you say to those folks?
Good question.
That is a good question. I mean, I would say that that is a tough question. Wow. Wow. Um,
You
I
have the
mean,
best mustaches in the league. Don't worry about it. Keep coming to the
exactly. Yeah.
games.
Yeah. Maybe that's it. I mean, I'd say, yeah, I guess, I mean, thank you for supporting us. Like, I think that, I mean, I believe there's a lot of guys in that room that believe that we have the group. Um, I mean, that room, especially the way we started the year, we definitely didn't want to be losing this many games, especially that many consistently and consecutively, I guess. Um, but I guess I think that we believe in our room that we can get it done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I
Love
mean,
that.
Yeah,
the idea is to be playing your best hockey in March, right? So that you can get
Yeah.
going, and that opportunity is still right there in front of you guys. And it's after Christmas break, but there's still a long way to go here, right? Are you guys
yeah,
kind of feeling that way as
yeah,
well?
yeah. I mean, I guess like it's tough because I mean time doesn't stop, so like we're constantly going. But like you said, I mean we're just over halfway through the year. Like I guess like now we need to start really picking it up so that they were rolling him when it matters in March.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Kind of roll in on a good note and kind of keep the momentum moving a lot like last year. In speaking of last year too, being in the transfer portal just a year prior to the beginning of this year, and this year having so many guys coming in, did you feel kind of any like obligation to the new guys, especially the transfers, to really kind of welcome them and show them around town and such? Is that like just having that experience?
A little bit. I think the guys coming back, the 8, 9 of us, I think it
Yeah,
is. I mean we did a good job just like trying to get the boys like always together in the summer. I guess
Yeah.
show them around, like always ask if they need anything. I think like our group clicked kind of right away. I felt like halfway through the summer for what I saw. Just I kind of took a step back one day when we were all hanging out and just kind of like
yeah,
you wouldn't know if you didn't see the jersey number, you wouldn't know who's a freshman, who's a transfer, who's a senior, who's returning. I think we just kind of meshed together, and
yeah.
I guess from there, I guess to your question, like I guess yeah, a little bit showed them around, but I guess they kind of figured it out a little bit.
Were you guys doing some landscaping this summer? Is that like a little side gig you guys got going? I saw us doing some background research on the old Instagram. Is that you pulling some weeds or something there?
Yeah, just some volunteer work
Okay,
for Shelly.
gotcha. I was gonna see. I know Juts needs help mowing his lawn, so I was gonna see what you guys charge per yard, but maybe it's just more volunteer stuff.
No, our our lawnmower did blow up, but we're okay.
Yeah,
Derek
yeah,
didn't put
just
any
some
oil in it.
Yeah,
yeah, just helping her out, just some volunteer work. She hosted a wedding this summer, so
nice.
we just helped her out for
Okay.
a couple days and helped her clean up the property.
Chad, before I throw it to you, I just got a quick one on the back of that. When you transferred into Mankato, was there kind of a particular guy that took you under the wing and gave you the rundown of the town, or was it more kind of like a team effort, like you said this summer, like it was for the new guys this year?
I think it was a little bit of a team effort. I think they um all the guys they were I think last year I mean we had a good group of guys as well. But
Yeah,
I guess my house they were really good to me. Isley, he was a big one. He helped out.
yeah,
Because we both moved in. We were both the new roommates in the house last year.
nice.
So
Okay,
I also didn't have a car, so he helped out with that a little bit. So and I mean the rest of my house, Power, Grohl,
oh
both of
yeah,
them they helped out a lot.
that's a pretty solid group.
Are you
Yeah.
still in CT, Luigi?
Yeah.
Same
Nice.
house?
Yeah.
Who's it now this year?
I'm with Samoza, Bonk, Watkins, and Williams.
Nice.
Okay.
Another good squad. I'm
Yeah.
pretty much neighbors to you guys. I'm literally looking at CT right now through my back window. So yeah, if you wave, you might see me or something.
I better close my window.
Yeah, you got to be careful
I better
there.
close my blinds.
That's
Yeah,
Make sure the blinds are closed.
yeah.
Yeah, I got a laser mic over here trying to figure out what the new power play is going to look like or something. Chad, what do you got?
Well, speaking of your volunteer work, I've always been curious. Who do you guys get? Are you all part of one big Google Calendar, or how do you know what your day is going to look like every day? I mean, if you're doing volunteer work, you might have to do some sort of NIL thing where you make an appearance and then practice classes. The 12 other things that you need to be at in a day. Does somebody set your schedule for you, or are you responsible for that yourself? How does that work?
I mean, we don't really have like, I guess throughout a day, like we don't have like a set time, like you need to be at the rink at this time. I think the guys have done a decent job having a routine. Like, I mean, I have a daily routine that's almost the exact same every day when I get to the rink. But we have an app called Teamworks. So I think I mean, I don't know if the whole school uses it, like the other sports use it as well, I think, but we got an app called Teamworks, and it kind of has a calendar side to it, and it's got a chat side, so that's kind of where our group chat is. So
Okay.
anything team group chat goes through that, and then our forums for like meals on the road, ticket requests, all that stuff, that's also filled out on there. So everything's kind of just on that one app. And then Luke does a good job. I mean, he helps out a lot, especially with like making sure if there's a volunteer thing, if there's some that the guys need to be at, if we have a meeting, he'll write on the board, or he'll tell us before practice, kind of tell us, hey, you got this after practice. So
Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't know that. That's nice, pretty handy app.
yeah.
Juts, what do you got?
Yeah, so I wanna switch gears away from the Mavericks for a minute. Olympics are coming up. Who do you got winning, and why is it the United States?
Oh man, jeez.
Oh my God. Should I? I'll be back. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds.
Well, he's got a gift for us.
I just got a Kachuk jersey coming in the mail.
Do you really?
Yeah. Matthew's a dog.
Oh, why is Luigi at my window? Oh, here.
Delete that. It's gonna be Canada.
Did you see me?
Oh dear.
Sorry.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
That's nasty.
What do you got?
And it's the worst player too.
Oh man. Didn't he just break a record like last week?
Hey,
Yeah, well, he just passed Mario. I mean,
Yeah.
I think he's like, he just
I
passed
forgot you're a
Gretzky
Penguins fan, too.
yesterday.
got-
He just passed Gretzky for second all time, and I think he's like 30 points away from Ray Bork for first all time for like most assists with one team.
Yep.
Yeah. Jeez. That's
I mean,
insane.
he's not gonna
Yeah, so
touch.
You're a
Ovechkin's
big
record,
Pens Crosby fan, I'm assuming then?
I'm more of a Crosby fan than
Okay.
I am a Penguins fan. Yeah.
Would you? I mean, are
definitely.
you on the train that like you'd like to see him go to another team? Like, would that be cool to end his career? Or is it kind of at this point? I mean,
Yeah. Personally,
Yeah.
I kind of do.
yeah,
I like Montreal. I don't like Montreal. I don't mind them. They're probably my Canadian team. Like, I don't like the Oilers.
okay,
Um,
yeah,
Growing up, I don't know, my cousins, they kind of like Subban and Price, and then
yeah,
I kind of
Love
was like,
PK.
yeah, I don't mind Montreal. And then I didn't mind, like, I got a Toffoli jersey, Tyler
Yeah.
Toffoli jersey when he was
Yep.
on Montreal. So I was kind of like, and then that's who I put my money on to to win the Canadian division when it was COVID. So they were
Oh,
last,
yeah.
and I kind of told everyone, like, the Oilers, they're running over everyone, they're gonna lose. Watch. So I mean, I
forgot about that.
I would love to see him go to like Montreal,
Yeah.
or I love Nathan McKinnon.
I was gonna say that's my vote.
Yeah, if he goes
So-
to the Avalanche, that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be
And
really cool.
They're so
that's-
sick this year too. It's insane.
That's who I'm seeing in Washington is the Avalanche. So
Wow.
I'm not looking forward to the Caps getting steamrolled when I'm there, but you know,
Yeah.
Probably gonna
Ovi
happen.
Crosby rivalry on the show
Yeah.
today. Wanted to touch quickly. The Cactus Cup. You're the first player we've had on since that trip. I just listened to Tracy on the CCHA show. He kind of walked through his travel schedule to get there. I think he said it was about 12,000 miles round trip between Mankato to Chicago to Boston to overseas, back, coming back this way. Kind of talk about that trip for the group. What was it like getting to, outside of hockey, getting the mesh with the guys, and then Tracy rolling in like literally like right as you guys were getting to the rink. He's rolling in from Chicago, basically. That was pretty nuts.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of unfortunate. It rained a little bit. We didn't get as much sun as everyone expected.
Mhm.
If someone was talking to someone, it's like, yeah, it rains like 10 times a year, and we were there for like five of them.
That's what they were saying. Yesterday.
But I mean, we still any opportunity that we didn't really have team stuff, and we were kind of just hanging out. I mean, almost every guy took the opportunity to put on shorts. Like,
yeah,
even though it was raining, it was just sprinkling a little bit. It's still warmer than it was in Mankato. So
yeah,
I mean, it was cool. Getting experience downtown, Palm Springs. We had to go hang out there a little bit.
nice.
Some In-N-Out. That was pretty cool. I had never tried In-N-Out, and that's a good burger.
Yeah.
Good burger. Okay. Nice.
And then just to touch on Trace, like, before the game, I don't know how, but someone was like, Trace is at the rink. And because we didn't know that we were in our van on the way to the rink, and then
Yeah.
no one had saw him till we got to the rink, and he's literally unpacking his gear.
Yeah. It was he had texted me Thursday. He's like, I mean, I'll be there, but there's no way I'm playing. And then at like 5, he texted me, I'm in, baby. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, sweet.
Yeah. So that's to travel that much and then just hop right in.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's out of control.
What was the rink like? The Firebirds AHL rink?
It was cool. Yeah, it was really cool. I mean, the practice rink was, I mean, a normal practice rink, but the rink was really cool, and then we got to go watch a game there.
That's what I was gonna say, because that was you saw Pitter, right, and the other team.
Yeah, the Condors. So that was really cool. So the rink was nice. I mean, we got put in the practice rink dressing room, so we had to walk down a flight of stairs and around a corner, and it was like, I mean, some people maybe will say it wasn't bad, but I hate going up and down stairs with skates on. It's so hard.
It's like the high school rink here in Mankato. Both high school teams have to go up a pretty decent flight of stairs at All Seasons Arena to get into their rooms. It's terrible.
But
was that every team or just you guys?
Us and St. Cloud, and then Yale and Lowell. They were down in the basement.
All makes sense that it was hosted by the East Coast. They put us in the crappy rinks, huh? They hate to see us succeed, man.
What do you got, Chad?
Well, so I wanted to know this one. I'm curious where you land on this. So you're Mr. Steak Bites at Mavericks, and we had Tristan on the show, and after talking with Tristan, we got Steak Bites poutine going. But then we had Finn on the show, and he was like, Western Canadians don't really care for poutine. But so your love of Steak Bites, but being a Western Canadian, where do you land on Steak Bite poutine?
Yeah.
I mean, I've never tried that. I love poutine.
Oh, okay.
I love it. Like, I mean, some people I always get made fun of. My sister, she's gonna laugh at this because we always say poutine. Because that's how French. That's because me and my sister, like, she's a French teacher now. We grew up in French immersion, and that's how the French people say it, poutine.
Poutine.
Okay.
Got it.
Instead of poutine, it's poutine.
Okay.
I love poutine. The steak bites with the steak bites was some different. And I mean, she does a great job with it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing with it is, I guess, I don't know, it's not really a problem, but like, you have to share it with people. Like,
Yeah,
it's
dude,
so
it's so
good.
much
You
food.
get so much food.
It's
It's
huge.
crazy. But but it's good.
Oil
But I
mode.
mean, I still like my steak bites.
Yeah, you can't mess with greatness to some extent, right? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah,
What's
I still like my steak bites. But
what's on a traditional poutine?
usually it's just um cheese and gravy.
Oh,
Cheese
no
curds
meat.
and gravy. There isn't
No.
meat. No.
Oh,
I
Okay.
mean, there's probably places like I don't know if Lem's touched on it, but probably in Montreal they probably have restaurants that they only sell poutine, so they probably have like a
Wow.
bunch of different
Okay.
ones.
okay.
I mean, some restaurants they'll have like a loaded poutine or some different where
Yeah.
there'll be some else, but
Okay.
normally it's just I might get ripped for this again. I love like McDonald's poutine. So they have
Real-
poutine at McDonald's, and it is I love it.
What?
Like in
Amazing.
Canada?
Yes,
I was gonna say
Wow.
there's no way I'm
Okay.
driving to the Mankato one and they got it on. They got it on the menu.
it is so good. And
Mate.
then like I don't put I usually put ketchup on my poutine.
Really?
So maybe that's another
Okay.
Canadian.
Yeah, you're gonna
thing.
get ripped for that one for sure.
Lemmy, I told Lemmy that, and he didn't like that. But another one that's good is, I mean, you guys probably don't even know. It's kind of hard to explain. It's called
Yeah.
a donair. Have you guys heard of that?
No.
No.
Oh, they're unreal. Like it's like
Take it
well,
to trips
maybe
to
one of my
Luigi's, I guess.
maybe one of my favorite food. It's I don't even know. It's like a shawarma almost. It's got like
Okay.
some sweet sauce.
Okay.
And I usually get like one of those and a side of fries, and then my sister will get like a donair poutine, and it's like the donair meat with like the sweet sauce and cheese
Yeah.
and gravy
Oh yeah, I
and
know what you're talking
fries,
about now.
and it's like, and then I'll usually eat some of hers too. It's so
Okay.
good. So that's maybe another poutine that I love.
Okay.
So good.
Sounds like we got another challenge for the cooks at Mavericks to figure out.
I guess, yeah.
One for you here, believe it or not, and Juts has done a pretty good job this episode, so I can't rip him too much, but I wrote this question down in the middle of the week. So, some of the co-hosts do actually a little bit of homework before we hop on the call here. And it
I've been killing it.
didn't take me long to see your in lines have been shuffled quite a bit this year with, with injuries and stuff going on, whatever. But your typical left winger, Liam Watkins, played with you at Spruce Grove and the AJ. Talk a little bit about, maybe you two being reunited and how soon did you reach out to him when you found out he was joining the Mavs? And Max was on one of those teams too, right? Beckford?
Yeah, he was there my 19-year-old year, Beckford. That's just that year.
Okay.
Liam, I played actually with his older brother originally. So when we
Okay.
started, that was COVID year.
Yeah.
We played till like November, and I played with his brother, and then we had like a break from like mid-November all the way till like Valentine's Day. We didn't play
Yeah.
in the AJ, and then when we restarted, we had a couple older guys leave. They were 20-year-olds that wanted to play, so they came down to the US. They played in the NAL.
Okay.
So then he ended up joining the team, and then I played all 3 years with him. And
Nice.
my last year, I played with him probably the most.
Yeah.
On a line with them. And then it's like I talked with Strand, and I don't really talk to people about like the portal and all that. I hope that it works out for people because I was fortunate that it worked out for me. But like
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, hey, like I'm not gonna ask people. That's their business. Like I'm just gonna leave it. But so I found out that Watkins was in the portal through Strand. One day, as soon as he entered the portal, I happened to just be passing Luke, and he was like, Watkins in the portal. I was like, oh really? And I was like, I think you got to take him. Like,
Yeah.
if we have the spot, like, and you're gonna come ask me later after watching some video and kind of doing some research on him, like, if you're gonna ask me, I would say that he'll be a good addition to the team.
Yeah.
And then
Worked
I mean,
out.
he's funny. He's funny. Yeah.
Chad, you got one?
My son's has one of your sticks. It's his backup stick. Is there any goals left in it? Because he's afraid to use it. He doesn't want to break it because he loves having your stick. But are there any goals left in there that he can pump in?
I think so. Maybe I need that one back. Maybe I need that one back to score. I don't know.
Well, we can make that happen if you need it back. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's actually
What about
like
you?
You're telling me it's in his bag? Like he brings it to the rink and it puts on the bench.
Yeah, it's his backup stick. Yep.
That's not
It's-
that weird, Jets.
I don't know.
They use.
I don't know. That would be weird to me.
Is it kind of a unique curve from the standard? I think it was a P. What is it? P28.
It's based off a PD8. It's a Malkin
Oh, okay.
curve.
Okay.
Hey,
It's kind of a little more toe than a PD8.
You haven't lived to use the OG Obi curve that was like this. I used that in like when I couldn't lift the puck very well. It was a cheat code in mites.
Mites. Got the OV stick and mites.
It was. I liked the curve because you could like
This
cup the
fucking
puck and like shuffle it to the upper corners when the goalies were like tiny. It's the only reason I was better
His
than
stick
Bobby
is
Brink.
insane.
Yeah.
His stick is insane. I don't
Yeah,
know how, but somehow Scott Scoots,
Yeah.
our equipment guy, he has an OV stick.
Really?
I don't know
Jets
how.
is gonna
One of
break
his-
into that equipment room.
One of his CCM sticks, and that curve is insane.
Yeah, he's
That is
dulled
crazy.
it down as he's gotten older. But like back when he was CCM, when in like 05 to like 2012, it was his thing was insane.
Yeah.
I don't know how he
It's
could rip those
crazy.
one timers with a
Yeah.
stick like that. Like it's basically like on the ice.
And it's pretty short too.
Yeah.
And I don't think he uses like a crazy flex.
Yeah.
No.
That's nuts.
He's just a machine, dude.
Absolute unit of a man.
Yeah.
He's
Insane.
huge.
Subway and hot Cheetos, and he scores. He's the leading goal scorer in all the NHL.
That's all it takes. My last question here, and then I'll see if one of these other guys have one more. But outside of the rink, I think something that doesn't get talked about enough is that you guys are here for a good chunk of your summer, right? With training camp and stuff, whatever. Obviously, Mankato's a college town, but there are some pretty sick things to do outside. That whole college scene in the summertime with the lakes and the restaurants and state parks and stuff like that. What's your kind of favorite part about being here in the summer and to kind of experience the area outside of the college piece of everything?
I mean, when we're here in the summer, it's usually you're with the guys. The only time you're really not with the guys is
Yeah.
if you're taking a nap. Even then, like usually like this summer, because we still work out at 7:30 every day.
Yeah.
And they're a little bit longer, these workouts, so usually we're done by 9. And the schedule changed from my first summer to this past summer with skating. So sometimes we skate a little earlier where we go right from workout to the skate. But some days we skate at like 1:30. So
Okay.
kind of just to kill some time, me and Bonk, we usually throw a movie on, and we had a pull-out couch, and we'd usually
Nice.
just take a nap on the pull-out couch together.
All cuddled up.
Fall asleep to a movie, but usually just take a couch nap. But I mean, in the summer the guys usually together. I mean, we got the hot tub, the pool when it gets super hot here.
Yeah.
I don't know, usually try to find something or we'll hide inside and play some marbles if it gets a little too hot.
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say College Town's set up pretty nice for having, hang out in the pool and stuff. So
Yeah.
Absolutely. Chad, what do you got? You got one last one here?
Yeah. So looking ahead to Tech, it's always tough to go on the road and play at Tech. I think it might have been Soup who said that the boards there feel like concrete or something. Just
Yeah.
always a tough place to play, a tough environment. What are you guys looking at to not right the ship, but keep moving forward this season? How are we approaching the weekend?
I mean, we gotta just like establish a lot of energy right away, and try to take over the barn. I think like the fans for Michigan Tech, like they travel well, like
Yeah.
they're loud the whole game. They got some guy banging on some drum, like, and it's like the whole game they are chanting. Like they have good support from their fans. So I think we gotta be on it right away and just create a lot of energy right away and try to take maybe some of their energy.
Yeah.
Awesome. Love it.
Absolutely. Jets, anything?
I was just gonna ask about the Tech series, so
Perfect. We're
no,
set.
Big Bag beat me to it.
Sorry, buddy.
No, you're good.
Alrighty. Well, Luigi, thanks for your time, man. As always, we appreciate you coming on, and best of luck and best of travels. I know they might let Tracy fly the plane if you guys are flying there. So he's basically a pilot at this point. So
Yeah. Yeah.
so awesome. Well, thanks,
State.
man. We appreciate it and have a good one.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
thanks, buddy.
All right. Thank you to Luigi for coming on the show. Always a fun talk too. And good hearing a couple of, like you said, Chad, in the beginning part of the show, the guys are always just it seems at least on the outside that they're always much less flustered than the fan base, and it's kind of business as usual, win or lose. They're getting ready for the next one, and they're gonna always plan to put their best foot forward. So good hearing from him, and nice to chat with a fella after a long break there. We had a lot to talk about, so appreciate his time on a Sunday. Let's take a look here. Last but certainly not least, here in the episode, it's time for the Fitness for 10 series preview. Again, it's a brand new year, guys. We're still in January, 11 days in. 2026 has arrived. And if getting in shape is on your New Year's resolution list, Fitness for 10 is here to help you crush your goals. They have everything you need throughout their massive fitness facility located right in the middle of town on Madison Avenue. Upstairs, they've got dozens of cardio machines, from treadmills and ellipticals to my favorite sweat machine, the Stairmaster. Downstairs, you'll find a huge weight room with plenty of squat racks, benches, dumbbells, sectionalized machines, and pulley stations, along with a lift studio, a spin cycle studio, and a separate personal training area. Sounds nice? Yeah, it is. It's the best one in town. And like I've said, I've been going there to Fitness for 10 for years. I absolutely love it, and you will too. Sign up at fitnessfor10mankato.com. I will see you there. We're heading out to Houghton, Big Bag. And like we kind of alluded to earlier on in the show here, this is a big one. This is they're right there with us in the standings. We're tied right now at 28 points. Taking a look at their most recent games, they kind of righted the ship, I guess, after a pretty terrible loss to Air Force in 8-2 out there in the no stream zone. I heard them complaining online that there's no streaming at their Christmas tournament out there, which was pretty funny.
Still?
I don't know. Apparently not. Yeah, that 8-2 game wasn't streamed.
Yeah, they like posted like, hey, at least we don't have. The only good thing is we don't have to stream it.
Yeah, the team account posted that.
At least we
the
won't
good
have
thing
to
that
stream
wasn't on TV.
Because that was an issue during the shutdown, right?
Was it at Air Force or were they somewhere else?
No, I think Arizona State hosted it, but I'm not sure if it was played at Mullet Arena or if it was played somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
So they just didn't have anything set up.
Yeah, for whatever reason, there was no streaming out there. I don't know if it was. Yeah, I've not looked into it at all and why that was the case. But so after that loss on the second of the year, they went out or at the same tournament, they then beat Alaska Anchorage 5-0. And then they obviously just swept Bemidji, winning 5-2 and 4-3 this past weekend. So maybe figuring things a little bit out, but a pretty inconsistent schedule here. I mean, they strung some wins together at the beginning of the year over Northern and St. Lawrence, and then they split with Bemidji. Obviously, they came to Mankato and got clown stomped, swept by us. That Friday game obviously being a pretty big statement. I think that's kind of when that 7-game stretch really started to take off for us. Then they get swept by St. Thomas. They sweep Ferris State, and then they beat Miami, and they lose to Michigan State there in the Great Lakes Invitational. I don't know. I mean, Chad, I'll throw it to you. I think Juts might be the philosopher on the show, but I like your battle cries. You always get me pumped up and positive for some Maverick hockey after a down weekend. So what are you looking for?
Up, kid?
Oh yeah, I love a good pump. Shout out Fitness for 10.
I mean, the Michigan Tech series just doesn't have the same shine that it used to now that our buddy's gone. But you kind of just, you got to move along, and you got to get excited for it anyway. But yeah, you're right. Like I was just saying, like every weekend between now and the end of the season is pretty much a huge weekend for us, and it's getting to be that time of the year where it's crunch time, and if you're going to make a run, you got to start making things happen, and this is an opportunity to do it. Tech is Sardarian He's
Steven Stradarian.
Yeah, he's the dude you got to watch.
Somehow it's supposed to be Isaac Gordon. He's been
Who?
non-existent. What?
Never heard of him.
Mystery relevant.
If kind of the one thing I was thinking about when I was looking at Michigan Tech is like, let's get if you want to start turning things around and put a spark under these guys, start getting physical. And this is a team that you can get physical against. Their power play is terrible. The 16% is just.
You know what happens when you say that?
I'm saying it.
Shit.
I said it. I'll say it.
It's 16%. I mean,
I'll
it's
shout
not,
it from the rooftops. But
I think Juts is thinking about when we said St. Thomas's power play is bad at the beginning of the year, and then they finished with the best one or whatever. I mean, this one's 16%.
Last year, Big Big would be like,
Juts.
this power play sucks, and then they'd pop up for like 4 goals. They're like, their penalty kill is atrocious, then we would score 1.
Well, you know what? I wore the exact same outfit I wore when we played St. Thomas in the championship last year. The same fucking jersey, hoodie,
underwear, and
jeans,
socks.
boots. Don't know about underwear and socks. I literally have one set of underwear and socks. It's all the same, so it was probably the same. I wore the exact same outfit last night and it didn't do shit. So I'm off the superstitious train. I don't give a fuck. Their power play sucks.
other than the bump, we have no impact on these games. The bump is real.
Yes.
It's scientifically proven. Everything else we say doesn't matter at all. So, as I was saying,
I thought I had a bump is real thing over there. I don't.
I got mine up right here.
as I was saying, for a team that desperately needs to put the train back on the tracks and get heading in the right direction, I personally feel like being more physical and getting a little jump going, it is that ticket to getting things heading back in the right direction. And this is a team that you might be able to do that against, even if you do end up in the box a few times with a 16% power play. You might not be as punished, I guess, for being more physical than you would against maybe some other teams.
Yeah, that's a good point. I like that. Juts, what are you looking for against these guys?
I don't know. It's one of these games where, Michigan Tech, like Big Bag says, it's not as fun for us anymore now that the used car salesman's gone. Joe Shan. But it's still Michigan Tech, obviously. Historically, the last couple of years, they've been the best team in the CCHA besides us. So these are important games. Like we said, we got. They're one of the teams that can take the McNaughton from us. Taking 6 from them would be like taking 12, like Cam said, with them not getting the 3. So I think it's just really important to find our game, play a full 60, not take 7 minutes off and get pumped 4 for 4 goals. Staying out of the box, getting our power play going. I don't know exactly what we were doing with our power play yesterday. There was people on there that I hadn't seen on there. The power play
looks like they're trying something
new. So hopefully they figure it out for this weekend, and put the best people out there, because we need to figure it out. But like I tweeted yesterday, this team's gonna catch fire again. It's a matter of if, not when. We just have to hope it's not too late when they do. But also, if they catch fire at the end of the year, they win 4 games, they make the tournament. So for the McNaughton, we have to catch fire earlier than later. But the biggest one is the Mason.
Do you say it's a matter of if, not when?
Yeah. When, not if. Yeah, when, not if. Sorry.
Yeah, because that'd be like they are, they aren't, or it'd be they are. It just depends when. I would think that we would want the when. Depends when, not if.
Did Audie Cole say anything about that? Did she ever say that in her press conference?
Sorry, I'll stop making good.
I just want to make sure we clarify. I just want to make sure that we clarified that. For me, I think going into this one, can't expect that Michigan Tech team that we saw on Friday that put up 7 shots in the first 2 periods against us. Can't expect that team to be coming out.
Yeah,
just from seeing us play like just going into the game, can't expect that, right? And I don't think that they are at all, but can't expect that team to be coming out. Gotta expect that 3-2 team to be coming out and have those guys clicking, more expectedly like they were on that Saturday night when we saw them in Mankato. Assuming we're gonna see Bartoskevich is how you pronounce it. Owen Bartoskevich. Got that one right this time. He's played 23 games this year. Assuming that we're gonna see him. He's looking decent numbers wise. The 8-2 loss, probably not too much, but as for that, like you said, Chad, I mean, the Steven Sardarian kid, 31 points, 24 games. The Koska Purdy kid's right there, 8. He's having a pretty good year. So I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a dogfight just like the rest of the year, and the CCHA is gonna beat the shit out of itself in the next month and a half until it's time to get into the playoffs. Right now it's literally a battle for home ice for 6 teams right now, which is pretty nuts. We really want to make sure that we don't see any team try to get any kind of separation at the top unless it's us, is kind of the idea getting through all these games here. So with that, guys, hopefully we have better things to talk about next week. You have anything more on that series? If not, we can hop to some X questions here. So first one, let's see here. These are all super positive, so don't worry. Starting off with the Irrational Mavs fan, Reed Mork was the only player I wasn't mad at last night. If you're going to lose, start punching people. Reed Mork, you're a stud. And Tracy, keep your head up. That loss wasn't on you. Yeah, Tracy hung out to dry on that. I mean, that 3-minute span, or not even that 1-minute span where they scored 3 goals, just completely hung out to dry. And Coach talked about it in his presser today too, but just seeing Tracy have the ability to go through a shitty 1 minute, or if you want to count the first goal, a shitty 7 minutes of that first or of that second period, and then be able to have the rest of the game and keep his head on straight and be able to play the way he did. I mean, that's to me, that's almost more reassuring than it is seeing him roll like he did last year. Just, it's just a different side of him that I think really speaks to his character. But yeah, I agree with you, Mr. Irrational. I mean, what about you? What about you, Chad? Nice to see a little bit of feistiness, I suppose.
Yeah, that little dust up at the end there after Stender's goal was fun to see some life. It was actually, it was pretty funny to try to listen to the ref try to explain it. And he was like consulting his notepad and he was like, number 44. Who else we got there? What's going on here? Like, he just slogged his way through that. I don't think anybody had any clue what was going on, but he was
ready to go home.
If you're going to take an L, it was kind of nice to see a little grit there at the end. But as far as the 4 goals, I don't think at any point during those 4 goals was I like, oh, come on, Tracy. They weren't on him. I mean,
no,
there's that. You can't put any of that on Tracy.
I think as a goaltender, I think the only one I could see him being like, oh man, I should have played that differently, would be the Wallen one right away, where he just didn't have and granted, Wallen absolutely sniped that, but
yeah,
that one was played somewhat properly by the defenseman, kind of let him in a little bit closer than you would have liked, but just that one being that short side, that never feels good to let in a short side goal like that. It just feels like you should have it no matter how good of a shot it is.
The opening that he never mind, back that up. Yeah. The window that he put it in, I'm not opening that door for Collins joke, but the window that he snuck that in was not big.
Man, it wasn't much bigger than the puck.
You're trying. I know you're trying.
Good. Let's go to Boblin's question here. Please get back to scoring the easy ones and playing defense on our end. KISS method of hockey. I haven't personally heard of the KISS method of hockey, but
keep it simple,
stupid. Yeah.
There we go. Nice going, stupid. Yeah, I agree. That's like good. I'm assuming you guys agree with that statement there from
I think,
Boblin.
like Coach said, like doing the ordinary things extraordinarily.
Yeah, I
you
guess
got to
it's
keep
probably
it
more politically correct way of saying.
Yeah, you got to do the fundamental things of hockey the correct way, or the extraordinary things are never going to happen. You're not going to make a good play if you can't complete a simple pass. If you can't break it out of your zone. Breakouts were a problem yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw that, but breakouts were sloppy.
I didn't see much until I started drinking that Dasani. No, I'm just kidding.
There were a couple rebound opportunities where, that they could have buried. Just, I mean, yeah. Some things you just got to clean up. Keep it simple, stupid is probably a good way to put it.
Yeah. Well said, Boblin. Burnsy, what the fuck is wrong with our men's hockey team? Rewind and start the episode over. We talked about it. Nick Mueller, we can't see that version of the Mavericks again, is becoming all too common phrase last month. It's becoming really frustrating. However, I do remember we thought the sky was falling last January too. Yeah, I mean, if this is probably the second, third episode that we've kind of been working with this narrative of the sky is falling and it's not, and it is, and whatever. But yeah, it is frustrating. And I mean, last night I was I was right there. I was very frustrated. It sucked. It didn't feel great to be a Mavs fan, right? Like it you want to see your team win, and just the effort that we saw in the last two periods there, especially after the onslaught of goals, just I don't know, it just wasn't, it stunk, right? Like you want to see your team win. So I get it. I'm frustrated too, but I have all the faith in the world that between our coaching staff and our players and everyone else involved, I have no doubt in my mind that they'll figure this out. I have no doubt in my mind that, come real hockey time and playoffs and, even next week, we're going to figure things out and be a better hockey program. Chad, you got anything there? That's our last question.
No, I don't really have much to add. I mean, as far as talking week in and week out about how the sky is falling, if we don't come back with more than, if we have less than 3 points coming back from Tech, then we can start having real conversations about, what's happening here. Can this be fixed? But I just don't see that happening. I just have faith that they're going to turn this around. They always do, no matter what's going on in the season. They always seem to figure it out, and we're just waiting for that to happen. I think it's going to happen this weekend.
Yeah, me too. I have confidence in that. What about you, Juts? You got anything then to show?
No, I mean, you guys just touched on it, but like Big Wig said, if they don't get at least 4 points, we're going to have a real conversation about, even managing to get home ice for the quarterfinals.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of, and I think on these weekends too, I don't know if, I mean, I think the expectation, I mean, obviously we want to win every single game, right? Like if we went out the rest of the year, that'd be great. I think in this conference, that's going to be very, very difficult to do, if not impossible. I think getting a majority of the points every weekend is just kind of priority. Cause I mean, you're playing, you're playing it's almost like you're playing every team every weekend with how close things are. It's just, you just need to keep collecting points, like Coach has been saying since October, right? You just got to collect points. So fellas, I got nothing more. Good episode, good chat with Luigi. Chad, happy to hear you took it to Rosemount. That's always a good thing, I'm assuming. So
yeah, suck it, Wheeler.
You want Wheeler to suck it?
All right,
it's an expression.
Heated rivalry.
Yeah, fellas, you got any last non-heated rivalry comments here?
I got checks, Mike.
I just closed. I don't know if you guys talked about this before I jumped on. I thought we were going to allude to it, but closed circuit to the student section.
Yeah, we do need to bring this up.
Guys.
Yeah.
Figure it out, man.
Yeah.
That was horrible yesterday. The band started All Your Chants. Normally I can hear the Sex and Condom chant. Didn't hear those yesterday.
Yeah.
You could hear a pin drop in that arena yesterday.
There was no that's
was-
debatables. There was no. It's. I mean,
It was awful. And honestly, right now, I'm going to say it. Student section leadership, anyone's game. Get to the first row first. It's yours.
All right.
what and it's,
I like
it's I feel like they're just showing up to watch the game.
Yeah.
They not
Yeah.
realizing that they have it's their responsibility to kind of keep the student section going and keep vibes high and keep the energy and keep supporting the. We're all here to watch the game, but you have a job to do.
You have a great seat.
Yeah.
But with that great seat comes great responsibility.
Oh.
Look at
just pulling quotes.
Just a quote factory today. Yeah, no, I like being in the student section, man. That is the best memories of college I had, and it is so much fun when that whole thing is just loud and rowdy and out of control. I mean, like, I'm not condoning any kind of whatever, but there was a reason why they had security over by the student section when I was there.
There was no security by the student section anymore.
Yeah.
There was always security guards watching me and Cam. I'm just saying that.
I'm not saying to do anything. I'm just saying, let's get it to that level where like, okay, we got to make sure we're ready for, put them on DEFCON 1, not DEFCON 2, but DEFCON 1.
Like, start banging. I'm never condoning anything, but like banging the glass, like, get it going. Like, Scotty, I'm sorry, but like, get it going. 4. Maybe bring a bird in. Don't bring a bird in.
No, we're not saying that. We're just saying like the whole thing, like just the rink lives off you guys, right? Like the vibe of the arena. And I understand that. I mean, St. Thomas pumps in 3 in a minute and it kind of kills the mood. I get that. But like the first period, guys, we were dominating, and I don't know that there was a chant. Like,
Cam said it best. We can't start chants in 2:17.
Right.
Like, we tried. We got yelled at.
Yeah, we got yelled at the first game, and we got yelled at for trying to show spirit. So you have to start the chants so that maybe a little more than showing spirit. You guys got to start the chants so the rest of the arena can join in and get the buzz going in the arena, because last night, like I said, it felt quiet in there.
Yeah, and it was a huge crowd too. That's the thing. I mean, that was probably our biggest home crowd.
I was pretty upset about the student section last night, if I'm being like really upset about it.
So we love everyone there. We're just saying, like, let's.
This isn't like an attack certain people, but be better.
It is an attack for me.
The same message to the student section that we have for the team. Like, everything's going to be okay, but we got to right the ship, figure it out, do your job, and let's be our best student section by March.
Yeah. We don't have very many before playoffs. How many home games do we have? We have Bemidji at home.
5.
We have Augustana at home. And 5. What's the other series? Is it
Northern Michigan?
Is Northern Michigan home?
I don't know. Check your ticket book, John.
Let's take a look. Augustana, Bemidji, and Northern.
Pull that up. Jamie, pull that up. What'd you say, Chad?
Rainbow.
Jutz is just on fire today. He absolutely nailed it. Augustana, Bemidji, and Northern.
Okay. So, I mean, that's not a lot, guys. I mean, that's 3 weekends, 5 games.
We have guaranteed 5
before playoffs.
Hopefully 7.
Right. Before I prayer, throwing in the before
you
playoffs.
Just say before playoffs. So you got 5 games to figure it out.
Yeah. So let's
if we have home playoff games and it's quiet in there, I'm going to be upset.
And when you're the away team and you come into a rink and it's packed and it's dead quiet, silence speaks volumes there. Talk about shutting up a crowd. That, like, you're telling me St. Thomas didn't feed off that?
Yeah.
They were pumped.
I once got Aaron Trotter so mad when they won, he double birded me. So think about it that way.
Do some research, Facebook.
Trotter's dad called me slurs.
Get the girlfriends' names, get the moms' names, be respectful, but you can do that. Like, it's okay in your student section.
With the goalie's mom.
Get some whiteboards going.
Take it eventually.
Yeah, like,
it does the job.
Yeah, get creative. Let's see some new shit in there. Get some new chants going. Come up with something different,
Your mom likes my room design.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think that's a good call, Chad, because we didn't need to bring that up. But
yeah.
After that, fellas, anything more for episode 15 here, season 2?
Nope.
Now we go.
now we go. All right.
Now we go.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Like we said, we love the student section. Not a personal attack on anyone, even though every time I say something to Juts, it's a personal attack. But
Cam hates me.
Yep, Cam hates Juts. But hey, turn up that volume over there. Let's get this thing bumping. We'll talk to you guys next week. As always, roll Mavs.
Thank you for tuning in to the Chattin Mavericks podcast. Please be sure to leave a review, subscribe, and share. Roll Mavs.